Pour me a cup of that Joe. Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge, baby. Let's start the show.
I kind of like it in here, man.
It's the yard is the manicured yard.
I think there's not a lot of stock put in having a good gardener. I think, man, OJ must spend $1 million a month to garden this place.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the way the doors open up and you just feel like you're outside while you're inside.
Yes,
Does OJ garden this place? Because are we technically on OJ's property?
I think we're in deep OJ. This is
Well,
deep
I think
OJ
technically
territory.
we're on Cato's property.
Right.
Okay. I see. I'm still confused. The layout of the land's difficult.
Well, you can never tell. They are linked together so hard. I didn't know Cato existed without OJ.
Yeah. Honestly, I went to get some cereal this morning, and OJ was in there, and I said, "Good morning, Cato," because I think they're the same person in my head.
Yeah.
And OJ's so humble. I mean, he comes back in our little house,
Yes.
gets cereal from our area.
Yes.
We go in there. He cooks us nice dinners.
Yes.
Open
O.J. Simpson is the most humble man I've ever met.
I would agree with that.
Absolutely.
I absolutely agree with that.
Especially now. He seems humbled.
That's what prison will do to you.
He
guess
seems
so.
like he's learned. Well, I guess this is maybe confusing for people who are listening.
Well, no one's listening yet. We're not recording.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Just kind of.
Are we? We're not, right?
No, we're
Well, you're messing around with that little box.
no, we're not. We're okay,
It's-
guys.
Why are you
guys,
so nervous?
guys?
Oh, my God. You fucking kidding me. I know.
I thought maybe sometime in the afterlife would change things for me. But it didn't. We've been recording this whole time.
It's
Howard
just, come
in
on.
Stu's body. Jesus Christ.
We're in a new city. Can we turn over
Listen,
a new
I'm not
leaf?
a freak, guys. Look, hey, old habits die hard. Okay?
I wish old Howards would die forever.
Yes, I agree.
Old Howards
I agree.
don't die enough.
Well, okay, guys, come on now. Well, look, we're recording now, and it'll be fine. Okay?
Well, I guess I was going to say that we are now living
Yes.
in Cato Kalin's back house in Brentwood, near OJ's old digs.
That's right.
It's gorgeous here.
It's beautiful.
It's really, really
It's
beautiful.
I don't know what you would call this exactly, but it's a shot-for-shot remake of the O.J. house.
Right.
I don't know what you'd call it in a non-film description.
Well, isn't
Right.
it? I mean, I'm maybe still not totally clear where the property lines are because it seems like this is a Russian doll situation where Cato's house is in the position of the back house at OJ's house, and then our house is in the back house of Cato's house.
Well,
So it's
wasn't
kind of
it-
like a house.
and our
back
back
house
house is an old woman in a babushka.
Yeah,
So it's a lot like a Russian doll situation.
yeah.
That's right.
It's very similar. But wasn't OJ's house demolished? And they
Yeah.
maybe found a bloody knife, but it was a hoax.
Yeah, but they rebuilt a house that looks very similar.
Right.
Oh, that was a hoax.
Yeah,
it was
that was
a
a bloody
hoax.
knife, that was a
It was a hoax. It
Yeah.
wasn't an accident. Or,
Right.
Because we all know I have the knife.
Well, yeah, you got an amazing glass case.
Yeah.
It's signed by the man himself,
It's,
Ron
yes.
Goldman.
It's signed by Goldman.
Which I don't remember how you got that signature.
Well, I was on the scene.
Yeah.
And I knew.
Because you were right behind Goldman, right? Delivering something to him he had left?
That's right. He had left. See, Nicole Brown had left her reading glasses at Mezzaluna.
Uh-huh.
Ron Goldman had left his book in my. Well, there was no Uber at the time, but I was driving a rickshaw around town.
You were the person running with the rickshaw?
Yeah, I was running up front.
This was when you were a little bit younger and better shape. You were like 50 or 60.
Yeah, I was 50. It was 30 years ago, so I was 50-ish.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just to pay the bills, I started rickshawing people around the hills of Los Angeles.
Oh, in the hills. Good.
Well,
Yeah, I
dang.
remember you had the hardest route of any rickshaw.
And rickshaws do have routes. It's like a paper situation where you do the same route and pick up people on
Well,
your
it's like
route.
a bus. You can wait on a rickshaw.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you just wait on the side of the street long enough, a rickshaw will show up.
Yeah, and I was the 356 local.
And you were so when you used to run through the hills, you famously had that one runaway rickshaw that you were going up too steep of a hill, and you lost control of the sticks, and it just
Yeah,
flew down.
Yeah.
backward.
rickshaw flew all the way back down the hill.
And very
it's-
often you would overflow your rickshaw trying to get a few extra dollars fare, and it would launch you like a catapult.
Yeah, it's like if an elephant jumped on a seesaw and there's a tiny boy on the other end.
Yeah.
It would launch me, and then I'd have to run all the way back and get the rickshaw and take it and apologize.
Right. So you were trying to deliver Goldman's book to him when you saw
Right,
when you
that's
saw
right.
the whole thing go down.
When I saw that the Goldman Brown murder suicide happened.
so that's what happened.
Yeah.
OJ's innocent.
OJ's innocent. I'm sticking to that story. And I knew, you know,
Big
when
wink. Big wink from you.
OJ is innocent.
That was your eye that made that noise, not my voice.
And so, you know, when you're living through a big moment and you know this is going to be history. Mm-hmm. And so I knew it, and I asked Nicole for an autograph, and she refused. And I said, Ron, could I at least get yours? And he said, sure. And at that point, I think he was a little loopy.
Uh-huh.
He wrote Rop Goldman, and I was like, your handwriting's terrible. And we got into it.
Because he was losing blood.
Yes, yeah, tons of it.
So you got into it at the scene a little bit.
Yeah, Ron and I got into it at the same time.
So you're arguing with him after he's been stabbed, or he's stabbed.
He's chopped his own head off.
And
Jesus Christ, you're right. I forgot about that detail. It's pretty.
Well, hey,
horrifying.
it's important to have good friends.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's
yeah.
important
So
to have
I've
good
got
friends.
it. I've got it now framed. It's worth a ton. His dad really wants it back.
It's worth a ton, huh?
Yeah.
Well, evidence is priceless.
I think you're mistaking artifacts with evidence. Because you've stolen a lot of things from crime labs, and you've got them framed, and you're like, I just gotta wait, and I'm gonna resell this for a ton. You got some of the bullets that were in the BMW that.
Lady Di?
No,
Kennedy?
no, Tupac was shot at.
Oh yeah. I've got some of the Tupac bullets, and they've got the name. They've got the name of his killer on the bullet. Oh, I'm not going to release that. That's mine.
Is
I found them.
Biggie written on the bullets?
No.
Oh,
Wink.
okay, big wink from you. Not out of three voices.
Well, you know, we can get into all this, but I think it's time to let the listeners in on what's going on. And you know what? I think we'll do it in the only way we know how, because everybody, welcome to the Teacher's Lounge, the first, best, and only podcast that used to be about issues relevant to Hamilton High School. But now, the teachers have gone Hollywood, baby.
we are in Hollywood.
Hollywood. Hollywood.
This is very exciting. We were kind of beating around the bush up top about where we were. We did
Yeah.
say Brentwood. Everybody knows. But yes, OJ brought us to Hollywood. We've always wanted to be here. Where do you go when you have a huge ego and you've alienated everyone in your hometown? Hollywood, baby.
Exactly.
You live the dream out here. You got a big personality. No one likes you. You think you're talented. Where do you go?
People didn't get us.
No, that's what I think.
They didn't
That's
get
the truth.
us.
Yep.
They're small-minded,
Yep.
small towny, small wieners.
And,
Yes.
and we all had big
All
dreams.
the smalls.
Yeah.
All the smalls.
You know what? Everybody in around Hamilton had a tiny wiener.
And everybody's dick was little. And
why he left.
luckily you're in Stu's body now, Howard. So you have a normal
oh my
sized
God,
dick.
guys! Well, okay. I think my old penis was fine.
Okay.
That's a good word to use.
It was fine.
Fine is
Hey,
perfect.
I'm not gonna try to act like it was anything special, but I tell you what, when I possessed Stu's body and I went to the bathroom for the first time,
Virgin.
Is it?
Bless you.
well, guys, I'll tell you
Real
this.
sneeze.
Now that I'm in Stu's body, I am no. I
He's
am,
going to sneeze. Shh.
Virgin.
okay. Now that I'm in Stu's body,
I
I
was coming twos.
what? I'm not a virgin no more. I'm in Stu's body. It's very obvious that Stu's body has had a ton of sex. And now I possess the body, so therefore...
How is it very obvious?
Let's just say I had to swing by a doctor on the way out here.
Let's just say that.
Yeah, let's just say that.
And really quick, but I want to get into this with you, but our listeners are going to notice how weak Todd's voice is right now. I've been trying to ignore it the entire time recording, like he's normal,
Right?
Because we are still normal now, but
we're of course normal. We were normal all last season.
Well, we've always been normal. Now we're going to be stars and recognized for it.
Todd, why is your voice so weak right now? And you're not able
weak
to
and round.
Yes.
It's so round. There's no high end.
Well, I just got my tonsils out.
Right. And this is true.
Yeah, and the big thing you got to do when you go to Hollywood is you got to get some elective surgeries.
Absolutely.
So I went to a
this was
plastic
cosmetic.
surgeon. Yes.
What did you hate about your throat before, Todd?
I always looked in the mirror with my mouth wide open, and I never saw the throat that I thought belonged to me. And I tried everything to lose a little weight in my tonsils.
Right.
And at the end of the day, I just I needed to get them out. It was the only way to feel more like myself. So I got my tonsils out. I got my appendix removed electively.
That's a good thing because that could cause
good
trouble.
to go ahead and get it. And do you feel better?
Physically, no. About myself, also no.
Right.
Well, these things take time.
Yeah.
Transformations are not overnight.
Yeah, you look yourself in the mirror now, you don't recognize who you are.
You were an ugly duckling.
Yeah.
Now
you're a swan.
maybe you'll be a beautiful goose.
Yeah.
But I'm fine.
You need to if you want to achieve feeling if you are unhappy with yourself physically, I think that's something you should figure out in maybe therapy. But if you are going to go to plastic surgery and see if that appeases maybe something you've always been self-conscious about, I would urge you to do surgeries that can be seen, that change your physical appearance.
You can see it. I mean, come on. That's really nice of you, but you guys could all tell how huge my tonsils were.
Really? We couldn't.
Okay, well, people treated me like I was a fat tonsil.
Well, I'm sorry to. Well, I remember that one time you were like, I'm gonna strap my tonsils back and see what it's like to be out on the street with skinny tonsils and see how people treated me. And you swore people treated you differently. You said you got laid.
And you posted a 12-hour video of you walking around on the street. No cuts.
A bunch of guys in Brooklyn whistled at me.
How'd that feel? Was that empowering or?
It felt great.
What would they say after they whistled? Like, was it whoo baby? Was it nice throat?
Watch where you're going.
Oh, so where were you walking, Todd?
Get off this construction site.
So you were you went deep into a construction site to try to flaunt your new throat.
For 12 whole hours?
These men were hollering at me, objectifying me. Yeah, I mean, 12 hours plus lunch.
Weren't you run over by a steamroller and you said that's because your throat was sexy?
That's right. The driver wanted to be on me so much, he ran me over.
I didn't know that construction workers work 12-hour shifts.
Yeah.
That seems pretty long for manual
Well,
labor.
it was 2 different crews.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Man.
yeah, we just wanted to let our listeners know where we were and take no breaks and have an episode out during the holidays. So we brought you in literally.
You guys dragged me out of bed, out of the hospital bed to do this.
Literally,
You're in a gown right now.
You were just in the hospital, legit.
Yeah. Like, what, 5 days ago?
Well, yeah, you guys, as you know, I don't have health insurance, so I had to go down to Canada to get the surgery done.
I don't know if Canada is below us.
It's Canada. I went south of the border.
I think you're confused about something really big.
Yeah.
What is above the United States?
What's above the United States?
Yeah, what country?
Oh, the sky.
Okay.
Wait,
I guess that's
wait. So then does that mean you tunneled through Earth to get to Canada?
Yeah, when you went to Canada, what was it like?
If you think north is the sky,
Right.
No, I'm not an idiot. No. What was Canada like? I don't know. From LA, I drove 8 hours south. Everybody speaks Canadian.
Sound like you almost said Spanish and you
Did you sample any of the local cuisine?
Their poutine, which is they take tortilla chips and they put salsa and melted cheese and beans on there.
Oh, I think I've had this. This sounds like nachos.
Yeah.
I don't think. I don't.
I think
Did
that's-
anyone say those are my nachos to you? Because if they did, you were obviously in Mexico. That's a classic.
That's what they say there.
One guy said it when they called his order up. His order up for Miguel, and I said, that's probably me. And I took it, and he said, hey, those are my nachos. And I said, no, because this is a poutine. And there was a bit of a language barrier.
Jesus Christ. This is so confusing, Todd.
So, but I highly recommend if you want to go up to go down to Canada. Dr. Paolo is a great ear, nose, and throat plastic surgeon.
Okay.
So,
Well, I'm so sorry to interrupt you, Howard and Stu's body, defending or talking about your, I guess your dick that
No,
has
it's
genital
over
warts
now.
on
It's
it.
done. No, well,
Yeah, are you sick?
It
Well,
doesn't have what it had before, is what I'll say.
Okay, so you had something removed.
Yes.
Good.
Or from the inside or the outside? Was it topical?
Well,
was it like a headline bit?
it was rather topical.
So it was topical as in like it was humor about right now.
Yeah.
Like a Steve Bannon
Procedure?
That's the thing. Stu, unbeknownst to everyone else,
Had genital warts,
but also had tattooed news stories of the day to his penis.
Whoa.
Which I had laser removed because
Well,
I didn't
when-
want to have to defend them if the opportunity arose for me to spend some time with a lady out here in Hollywood.
Okay.
Now, when they used the laser, did they do it right? Did they make any mistakes? Was it all? It's still the same size as it was when you went in.
I choose to look at everything in life as not a mistake. It is meant to happen the way that it happens. And sure, taking a sort of quarter-inch chunk out of the side of my penis and changing and making it kind of look like it kind of looks like a key now.
Oh.
Like that is now I say my body is unique and it'll be something that I can mess around with out here in Hollywood.
Good.
Wow. I guess, making your penis unique is one way to get laid. I don't know. I've said laid
And
twice
but guys,
now.
out here, my goal out here in Hollywood is not to have a bunch of sex or meet a lot of
What?
ladies.
That's not your goal.
That's not my goal out here in Hollywood.
What do you move here for?
My goal out here in Hollywood is to do the same thing I've done for my whole life and then now my second life. I want to touch the minds of children the way that I've always done it my whole life. And to do that, I think I'm going to try to follow through with I had an interview this week.
Right.
To become the set teacher on the CW show Riverdale.
That's very exciting.
Yeah. And it went
So
really
who
well.
did you meet with? You met with maybe the creator of that show, or was it?
No, I met with like some guy who is in charge of like support on set.
Okay.
I'm not going to have any interaction.
Supporting like beams and like sets
think you met
and
with a
lights.
gaffer.
Well, he was wearing a backwards cap and cargo shorts, and he said, "Sure, you can probably
Big boots,
you can probably-
work
big
boots?
big boots, work boots." He had a shirt
Did he
on.
say striking at any point, or look out for those
Constantly.
wires?
He said striking constantly.
I think you met with a guy who does a grip,
Well,
who does the set work.
Hey, either way, he told me he could probably make this happen for me, and he showed me where my trailer would be. And
Your trailer.
yes.
Wouldn't you just be going into the underage people who need schools trailers?
No, they on this set they gave me my own classroom because there's so many child extras that have to be taught. So I have my own classroom. It's about I'd say about a 8 foot by 3 foot space.
Okay.
not
24 square feet.
and it's
Seems skinny.
Seems like a hallway inside of a larger building, but it's just that space.
Well, it's in the trailer. The trailer's sort of divided into a few other rooms. We all have toilets inside of and so
A stall. You're talking about a stall.
Yeah, it sounds like a small
guys,
bathroom
I'm telling
stall.
you about my classroom that I'm going to be set teaching on Riverdale in. It's you walk in, it kind of has that aroma of like a urinal cake.
It's a bathroom.
No, it's not a bathroom, guys. I know what a bathroom is, okay?
Well.
There is no sink in my room. It's just outside my room.
Todd is now straight manning Howard and Stu's body, saying he was in a bathroom, although he was just in Mexico and swore it was Canada.
Well, it sounds like you're really off and running. I mean, we're already in LA, and you're right back to your old
I don't know.
tricks.
And
We were tearing-
I've already had my first lesson.
Really?
Yes. I taught a lesson this morning. It was really wonderful.
Did they supply you with books?
With books?
They supplied you with books already?
All my books are sort of on this thin paper where you can kind of, if it gets wet, they're destroyed.
Stu.
So, what?
I mean, Howard. You are.
I think you're teaching bathroom.
You're writing stuff down on toilet paper
No,
in a
I'm
stall
teaching people
somewhere.
lessons all the time. They wash their hands. I hand them a towel and say, have a
You're
good...
an attendant.
No, I'm
You're
not.
a bathroom attendant.
No, I am a set teacher on Riverdale, you guys.
Listen.
You've been
it's
taken
fine.
advantage of.
I don't know where you're bathroom attending. Is it on a lot? Is there...
No, it's not on a lot. Do you think every show
Is it on
shoots a lot?
location?
No, it's in you walk into the place and there's a little stand and there's a woman there and she shows you to your table. You walk through
Your table.
Yes.
This sounds like you
On
are
the-
a bathroom attendant at the Chart House.
No. Wait,
What do
what's
they
the-
serve?
what's
Steak
the
restaurant.
Chart House? A steak restaurant?
Yes.
What do they
Okay.
serve at this set that you're on at the table?
Well, it's Riverdale, so they serve seafood and beef with your choice of sides. Guys, I don't understand why
Howard
you guys
and
don't
Stu's
understand
body.
this.
Jesus Christ.
I am excited to finally
Good.
touch people.
Good. I'm proud that you're back teaching, you think, and and that you've gotten off the ground. It sounds like people are excited to have you around. which is really good.
Absolutely. They give me tips. They say, that was great. Thank you so much. And they usually give me $1,
Yeah.
$2, $3. It's great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
So
that's.
I came home with $15 on my last shift.
Congratulations. It sounds like you are a bathroom attendant at the Chart House, but I'm glad that you're still clinging to this teaching dream and not letting yourself, be truthful.
That's
Because I tried.
No.
I was interviewed at Hollywood High School, and they said, aren't you that guy who worked at Hamilton High who just escaped last week with OJ after you guys at a Christmas party burnt up one of your friends? And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, and I ran out.
Was he? This guy must have been a listener if he knew all that information.
Well, he had. Obviously, there's some news going around.
I mean, yeah, with this
and they're-
24-hour news cycle, you're
they're
going to hear
pointing.
it.
They're pointing fingers at us. We just got to lay low for a while in Hollywood, and eventually we'll be able to teach again.
That's
but,
right.
I
mean, if
So
that's
you
even where our
said,
lives go.
No, you're mistaken, but then you ran out of the room.
yeah, and then I came back in and I said, I don't know why I just screamed, "Oh my God, I'm caught," and ran out. And I came back in and I wasn't able to regain trust after that moment. They were like, "It seems like you did it. You are that guy. That proved to us that you were." Your reaction when we threw it on you. And I was like, fuck, you got me. Ran out again, screamed in the hallway, "I'll never teach again. They know, they know, they know." Nope. No, they don't. If you fake it until you make it, you can be a teacher again.
Hollywood.
Then I opened the door. I came back and said, I'm sorry. I had a little poot. So I blamed it on having gas, and I took out in the hallway.
Yeah.
And then I said, they know. They know you weren't pooting out there. They know.
In the room.
Yes.
Right in his
And
face.
They know you just screamed, they know I will never teach again.
The doors are thin. We can hear you in the hallway
Yes.
and out of the hallway.
So then I said, please excuse me. And I walked outside and I said, fuck, you're blowing it. You're blowing it. You've blown it outside the room, inside the room. They know. And then I went back in and I said, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Bill Cravey. I'm looking for a job. And from that point on, the interview did not go well. Because
Did it go on any longer?
It went on surprisingly longer because I kept doing this, cycling in and out until I was dragged off by police officers.
Well, society is not very welcoming to people trying to trick their way into teaching to children.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because you want teachers that are inventive.
Yes,
that are different,
creativity.
That are doing something that's actually grabbing the attention of these students.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
what was very exciting for me is after I blew this interview and I was walking down Hollywood Boulevard afterwards, crying, screaming, pulling my hair out.
Looks great, by the way.
Thank you, thank
Typical
you.
Hollywood.
I glued it back on, so you can't tell,
Well,
You can.
huh? You can tell I pulled out all my hair and I glued it back on.
You can tell
what
some of
pieces
it.
I found I glued back on. The few pieces I found I glued back on. You can tell.
did you, just out of curiosity, pull a lot of your hair out near a ton of grass?
Yeah. I was going to say.
when I was
you're-
trying to gather my hair back up, I pulled up some grass with it
Uh-huh.
and some trash, and I just was like, "There's no way I can get the hair out of this
Yeah.
piece by piece. It's going to take too long."
I was going to say, your head kind of looks like a soccer ball that's been left on a field for 3 or 4 years and
Right.
has sort of grown into the ground.
I think, though, it looks pretty LA chic. I've seen some of these
Thank
weird
you.
hairstyles out here.
Thank you,
And this
thank
is
you.
working to me.
Yeah, you could be front row center at a Mac DeMarco concert.
Yeah.
I wish I knew more about him so I could have fun with that. I don't know anything, but I get the vibe.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing was, I'm pulling my hair out. I'm walking down Hollywood Boulevard. I'm screaming. I'm crying. At this point, I'm
That's
missing
not the
sh-
crazy
Yeah,
thing.
what's the crazy part?
The crazy part is this gentleman in some very nice jeans with the stitching on the outside.
Beautiful.
They're what are they?
True religion.
True Religion.
Yes.
True Religion jeans.
Men look great in true
Yeah,
religions.
a very tight blue button-down shirt that was way too small for him and a vest. Came up to me in like a alligator shoes. He came up to me and he said, "Excuse me, I really like your look." And I said, "Huh?"
Wow.
And he said, "I like your look. I think you could maybe be an actor or a model."
Wow. Wow.
And I was like, "Really?" And he was like, "Yeah, I just need $2,500 from you up front right now for classes and shampoo."
Wow. Wow.
He said, I'm going to get you some shampoo.
He's going to groom you, of course.
Yes. I have to buy all the shampoos and the grooming tools.
Yeah.
And he's going to teach me how to walk down the runway.
Wow.
And
With like, and does he like give you treats or?
yes. Yeah. Well, we did our first session and he fed me treats when I would walk down the runway.
And
again.
what does the runway look? Is it like a sort of 4-foot walkway, or is it more of like an open pasture with like manicured astroturf with like?
What are you getting at here?
I think you may have found an agent, Bill.
Yeah, I think you may have
I think
found
you may
a
have found an
person
agent.
who does dog shows.
Oh, no.
No. It's the same thing. This is what agents want. I've heard about
groomed
this.
for dog shows.
You get an agent, they take a liking
Well,
to you, and then they
yeah.
parade you around.
And
They
he'll
take you
give
to all
me-
the studios.
After I'll do the runway, he'll give me these long shoulder massages. And it feels so good. And he'll tell me I'm beautiful. And I really need it. I really need that right now.
Good.
And he says, we're going to get an agent, me and you. We're going to take this town by the balls.
Wow. I'm
So
jealous.
I mean, I hate to do this, Todd. You're the actor. I don't even act.
That's
You
how it
know,
happens.
That's Hollywood. You got the look for what they need now. Your story's going to flame out sooner or later.
I mean,
Todd.
even
Wow,
if I
Todd.
get a minute of 15 minutes, I'll take it.
I think you should, first of all, trust this man.
Yeah.
100%.
Do whatever he says. In LA, people want to help you. And so I think this is great for you. And frankly, it sounds like he wants you to be a model, which I was never into.
Right.
And if you get some leading man roles, I'm not a leading man. I'm a character actor. I fall
Right.
into my roles. Like I don't have very good vision.
Right, because you had that elective procedure on your eyes too.
Yeah. Well, a botched elective procedure on my eyes. Yeah.
You said your eyes were too chubby?
You got lipo in
I
your
tried to
eyes.
thin out my pupils, and how do they look though?
The same. It's totally the same to
Well, they
us.
feel worse.
But red,
Yeah.
super red.
And the black part of the middle is very small. It looks
they
kind of
do
like a
look
pinhole.
different.
It looks thin.
It does look thin. Yeah.
You just got excited
Yeah,
like
you
a
really
little
lit
kid.
Okay.
But Sam, speaking of entertainers,
Yes.
you actually hit the pavement, hit the ground running here in Hollywood.
You know, I feel like it's a new start for all of us. I got out here and I was like, the weather is gorgeous. I was meditating on the lawn the other day for 2.5 hours.
because you're clean now, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And this is the place
And you've
to
been
be
sober
for it.
for 78 hours? Is that true?
78 hours.
You're giving yourself a coin per hour.
Going on 79. Yeah. Ching, 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 ching.
Oh, that
Those are
was
all
him
my
jingling.
coins.
That was him
Yeah.
jingling his pocket.
Yeah, yeah.
Jing, 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 jing,
Jing,
jing.
jing, jing. Yeah. They're little, small coins.
I feel like that might be too minute of a period.
Now, hang on. No, I think the purpose of those coins is a reminder. It's to show you the progress you've made, and the
Yes.
fact that your
You're
pocket is fucking heavy right now
Yeah.
You're right.
is progress.
I'm wearing
proud
a belt
of
and
you.
I still have to hold my pants up with my hands.
Yeah.
Right.
We're definitely all being reminded because we hear you all the time.
That's
walking
right, and I
around.
thank you,
Yeah.
for allowing that. I really appreciate it.
but-
yeah, I'm here.
but you're
I'm
sober, you're
clean,
here, you're clean.
I'm off, and I hit the ground running. I decided, you know what? I don't want to do no work ever again.
Right.
I want to
Wow.
get to work and earn my keep.
Okay.
So I got an interview at the mailroom over at WGE.
Wow.
The William. The William.
Yeah, what is it?
Goris,
What is
William Goris Endeavor.
I think so. William Goris Endeavor, something like that. But anyway,
It's an agency. It's a talent agency.
yes, he assured me that this is.
We
the
need to find
place
out what
to
that
start.
WGE stands for.
WGE. I think it's something about electricity or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
But this is, they got a lot of huge clients there. This is a big agency.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You got Travolta.
Travolta, Cruz.
They got a lot of the big ones. They got Travolta. They got Cruz. Let's see, Hoffman. Let's see, who are all the good ones?
Spacey.
Spacey's there. Well, Spacey was there.
Right. They
Spacey
don't
was
tolerate any bad behavior.
there. Yeah, or acting.
Right.
Yeah, that's their big.
Yeah, they cut him when they started watching that. What's the show on Netflix? House of Cards.
Cards.
Yeah.
They cut him because they just didn't buy his breaking the fourth wall in it.
Yeah,
And they said the southern accent was fucking broad as hell. I can't believe anyone's respecting this. They cut his
Yeah,
stupid
it's like
ass.
from 1920 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a lot of experience with the actors yet. Of course,
Right,
I'm still.
right.
I've
You're
only
in the
seen.
mailroom.
I've only seen the mailroom, but let me tell you, it is busy in there, and it's a really
so
cool
exciting.
energy.
Yeah.
So,
Really?
so you are. You're obviously an old man,
Uh-huh.
and I feel like most of the people in these mailrooms are young,
interns, freshly hired out of an
23,
internship.
24-year-olds, sometimes even younger. Maybe
That's
they're
right.
in their last year of college. So you're an old man.
Yeah, they're all really looking to me for knowledge and wisdom. It feels
Right.
like, but I don't know
Right.
anything.
They're
there.
kind of like they think that it's like a Bagger Vance situation where
Right.
you're this like sort of guru. Not Bagger Vance. That's a bad example.
The intern.
Yeah, it's more of the intern. It's
Yeah.
Which one
literally
is it?
the
Is
intern.
it the Bagger Vance or the intern?
But are you a little boy who plays golf?
No, unfortunately not. I'm just an old man
Okay,
in a
then it's
mailroom.
definitely the intern.
It's more
who
the
ends
intern.
up being Will Smith ends up being a ghost.
Yes, right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of De Niro-esque, working in the mailroom, intimidating everybody. But I don't know anything about it. I'm taking this opportunity to learn from all these 14, 18, 22-year-old kids.
14-year-olds.
Oh yeah, this is the mailroom. You got to start at the
WGE.
bottom.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You've been getting mentored by a 14-year-old, is that right?
That's right. And oh my
He's
God,
kinda
this
taking you
guy
under his wing.
is sharp as a tack. Absolutely.
Yeah, because you're wearing a little Ninja Turtles backpack right now.
Yeah. This is cool. This is cool. That's what he told me. He's telling me all the.
Right.
See, this is the thing. In LA, it's all about tastemakers. It's all about style. And
Right.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm learning, from him.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, what's your goal here in the mailroom? Are you wanting to work your way up to be a high-powered agent, or you're just trying to get some
It's been
experience?
so long since I've done anything professionally.
Right.
And succeeded. I just want to learn the value of hard work and do it right. You know?
Yeah.
And if I can work my way up in the industry and maybe become a powerful agent and teach others, then sure.
Right. Because was your last business Crazy Limousines?
Yeah. And again,
Yeah, it's
not
been a long
run-
time.
Not run professionally.
I think you're ready
know?
to get back out there.
I briefly had a book empire that
Right.
also sort of folded, not professional as well.
And was that
motivational
mentioned on the
speaker.
podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
briefly.
don't remember
Yeah.
that at all.
Yeah.
Well, this is great. I mean, if there's anywhere you should go when you have anxiety issues and mental health issues, it's the high stress environment of Hollywood.
Exactly.
Of Hollywood agents.
Well, because,
See if you can hack it.
Because that is a notoriously unpredictable environment where people will sort of unload on you.
Yeah.
And if you make a small mistake.
That was one of the first things they tested me on. They said, "Do you have a thick skin?" And I said,
Right.
"Yeah, absolutely."
And-
And they
well-
said, "Well, let us hit it. Let us hit you, and let's see how thick that skin."
How many
is."
lashes did they give
This
you?
is something they do in the mailrooms of all the big agencies.
Okay, so you got lashes.
I got lashed. They really lash out in the mailroom.
Wow.
So it's more of a figurative lash, not a literal lash.
No, I was struck with a whip. I was struck with a whip in the bottom of WGE. And
In the bottom?
In the
Wow,
bottom.
like in
on
the
my
basement.
bottom. Yes.
On your
my
bottom,
On
in
my
their
bottom.
basement.
In their basement. And, they said, "You've got thick enough skin. You're a real trooper. You can work here.
Wow.
You can work here." So
That's
they gave me the
fantastic,
job.
Sam.
That's right. They won't let me
Fantastic
in the...
Sam's.
Yeah.
And now,
Which you provided that name, right? For the low
that
rent
bad
haircut.
place.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That was your idea.
Well, that was my
Right.
first. That was my first. Way before I got into limos. And
Which you
everything.
sold right before it took off, right? Because it was
Yeah.
like, do you want to get a bad haircut while you're hanging out at the mall?
Some people say that's why it took off because I sold it.
yeah.
But I
Right.
disagree. I thought I gave some of the most interesting haircuts people had ever seen.
Also, you can always tell a Fantastic Sam's haircut.
yeah.
Absolutely, you can really tell when someone goes, "Hey, where'd you get that Fantastic Sam's?" They go, "Oh,
And
You can always tell because, like, you'll get your hair cut at Fantastic Sam's, and then none of your friends will say anything about your hair.
Yeah.
They won't bring it up at all. That's when you know you got
That's a good cut.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but originally the name of the place was meant sarcastically. You were supposed to pronounce it sarcastically. It
Yeah.
was supposed to be Fantastic Sam.
Well, that's how. That's where the name came from. Is
Yeah.
everybody telling me, reviewing the haircut right after they finished? Yeah, Fantastic Sam, way to go. That's where it came from. I was like, God, these people love my work.
That was multiple people's review of you cutting
It was
their
almost
hair.
everybody, to be
was
honest.
sarcastic.
It was almost everybody.
it seems like
Because
ambivalence.
I would say, listen, believe in me. Put on this blindfold. Here we go. And then they would say, okay.
I forgot that was an early part of the business.
Everybody's haircut had one section of very long hair around the back where the blindfold was tied.
Yeah. Well, you have to have a marker for the next time.
Yeah, it was not a bowl cut; it was a blindfold cut.
That's right.
You
and they
cut
would all
around
say,
the string.
Oh, fantastic, Sam. This is a fantastic
believe-
haircut.
So
Every
many
single
people.
person, no matter age, race, income, they all reacted like a disappointed father.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
That's
this is not
crazy.
just the way I heard it or anything. Or,
Right.
when anybody talks to me, I'm not just hearing my disappointed father
Because-
constantly. This is what everybody was actually saying.
This is particularly devastating for you because this wasn't your last mall business, which you sold right before it took off, which were
That's
meant
right.
to be, not that good of stores.
That's right.
You started Aeropostale.
That's right. Yeah. I walked into an American Eagle one time and I said, I could do this cheaper. So I started
You were like,
Aeropostale.
this store is not lit enough. It needs more fluorescent lighting and white tile floors.
And there needs to be more plastic on the clothes. There needs to be more like, grippy texture so that when you walk, and bump into something, it catches you.
Yeah, like
Right.
the logo on the chest needs to be so thick and big that
Yes.
when you sit down, you feel it pressing.
Well, I went
your
into
chest.
American Eagle and I was like, it is not even close to busy enough in here.
Right.
It is like the clothes are too regular. The clothes are too Midwestern teenager make sense.
And
I need them to feel
to make
They're
sense.
to make sense. And that's how Aeropostale was born.
Right.
That was our first
and you
slogan.
You sold it, and somebody was like, we need to make these clothes actually wearable, and they changed it a little bit.
But correct me if I'm wrong.
Barely,
The
though.
name of that store
All they really did was clean it up, and it took off.
Right.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the name of that store was also people's reaction to walking in there, right?
Yeah. Arrow, post, stale. They called all the
Okay,
clothes
let's figure out why they
stale.
were saying that.
They called all the clothes stale.
Arrow, so they would go arrow, post, stale.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
So they were.
The company was called Nice Clothes.
right.
That's what they would come in and say. So, I had to
So
change
it was
the name.
it was called Nice Clothes.
Everyone
So-
had a perfect opportunity for a sarcastic 2 words to say.
So, were there any airplanes or post offices on the clothing? Was it based on that at all?
Listen, these customers are crazy.
Were
I don't know
there
what they're talking
were there
about.
arrows posted that pointed to different styles? Maybe
It sounds like you guys know. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no way to tell how that name came about.
It's not me that's weird.
Were there any other multiple
yeah.
stores at the mall?
Right. I originally was the one who started Auntie N's pretzels.
Really?
Yes.
Auntie N's?
Yes.
Not
And
Auntie
what
M's?
was the
Auntie Anne's.
Auntie Anne's? Yeah, a good pretzel place. I mean, like. Well, what was your idea initially? Like, I heard it was
Crunchy dry pretzels.
crunchy dry pretzels. Like, what's
No dipping
something no
sauces.
one wants, or like, people want to eat lunch, but I'm going to provide them with something that's not lunch.
Yeah. I'm gonna be the first thing they see in the food court, and it's gonna make you thirsty. That was my idea. Because right next door.
Yeah, you partnered with the smoothie place next
Yeah,
door.
yeah, that's
and
right.
you were like, I'll set them up. You knock them down.
Fresh juice.
Fresh juice.
Fresh
Oh,
juice.
You remember fresh juice?
fresh juice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Well, now it's called Robex. But before I
You
sold
started
it, it
fresh
was
juice.
fresh
You
juice.
started Nice Clothes and Fresh Juice.
Well, I'm smart.
And also, you were responsible for, it's not one chain,
And
but
Crazy
it's
Limos, don't forget.
Crazy Limos.
Which was a store at the mall for a bit, which later became that store with all the massagers in it, right?
Yeah,
Brookstone.
Brookstone. Yeah, Crazy Limos morphed into Brookstone right after I sold it and became very successful.
Because you had a bunch of crashed limos in a store in the mall.
And a bunch of
but
massage
also-
chairs
yeah, a bunch of
to help from the pain.
And people
Yeah.
were like, we need to get rid of these wrecked limos and just make it massage.
And that's all it took for the business to take off.
damn.
Became
And you
so
sold it for
profitable.
pennies, right?
Yeah, 10 pennies. Yeah.
Which you have
Specifically
in your,
pennies,
which
not
you
a
have
dime?
in, you have in your pocket right now, right?
They're in there somewhere. I can't really find them. There's
Ching,
about
ching,
85
ching.
coins in
There
there.
they are.
Yeah. Jingle.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm excited for you
Yeah.
to be an agent.
Eventually.
If you-
Eventually. It's a long road.
I bet you'll get it soon, but within a couple weeks.
Who's to say?
There's no way to tell.
Yeah.
But a lot of good things other than Howard and Stu's body. Oh, wait. We talked about Todd being sick.
I'm fine.
You're sick, Todd.
I'm
Yeah.
fine. I'm really fine.
No, we just yanked you out of the literal hospital to record. Todd, you are in the land of what is literally your dream. And unfortunately for you,
Finally.
The world's biggest stage.
I might have an agent before you, but you are an actor. And
I'm
you're in
an
Hollywood.
actor, but here's the thing. Sure, Hollywood is known for its film and television, but the theater scene here is
A place right
It's
now.
unbelievable.
off
Santa
the
Monica
charts.
Santa Monica Boulevard, these theaters that have literal chain fences in front of the door so people don't break into them. It's gorgeous.
I mean, have you ever wanted to pay off-Broadway prices for crap shows? And we'll take anything and turn it into a show.
Yes.
I've
Yeah.
had a lot of success with just a show it's called Vampires. And it's just people pay $30 a pop to be in it. I direct it. You have to pay dues to act in it. You can catch us right there on Santa Monica. You can catch us at the Berrubian Tray stages off of La Brea.
Oh, I've been there. I go there. I've been going to see shows there. I love the location of that place.
And here's the thing that they've done in LA theater that I really like is the shape of the theaters and the way they're built, everyone knows if you're going to try to walk out early. It is a scene, man.
And
if you try to leave early, everyone will know. So you're stuck there.
You've already made some cool,
Very cool
strides forward with theater zoning downtown at City Hall. And you are putting all the bathrooms behind the actual stage, so you have to walk through the performance to the bathroom.
That's right. I went down to City Hall and I said, "This is insane. The bathrooms are in the lobby."
People can come and go as they please. That's
and
bad
the
for the
idea
show.
is that people can leave and use the excuse, "Oh, I'm just going to the bathroom."
Right.
No,
Nuh-uh.
not anymore.
If you're going out that back door, it's to leave the show, and we all know. If you got to go to the bathroom, and here's the other thing: is I made this big no intermissions policy when I was at City Hall, and they said we don't really control that type of policy, and I said
should.
just make it a law, grease some palms, and so now shows here have no.
You threw
Crisco.
McDonald's fry grease.
Yeah,
You misunderstood the phrase.
That's right, but luckily I was dealing with a fat City Hall guy. He loved it. He loved it.
He licked McDonald's fry grease off of his fingers.
He licked that grease up like a little child that just ate a melting ice cream cone. And so he and I have been working.
Fat City Hall guy.
Completely motivated by bad food. He has no choice.
So you got intermissions taken away.
Intermissions are gone. The shows are upwards of 3 hours. If you got to go to the bathroom, you go through the actors. Sometimes they'll improvise some sort of really bad, awkward thing acknowledging you. And they'll get really smug about ad-libbing in the middle of the show. It's been great. It's been great. I'm kind of a guru in the LA theater scene now.
Really?
So
People
quick.
have been
That happened
flocking
so
to you.
quick.
Well, it's so nice. It's so nice to see someone succeed at staying in theater in LA.
Right.
Yes.
Do you know what I
you
mean?
have-
Everybody
yes.
moves here for theater, but then fails into TV and film and
Right.
Now, are
modeling
you
or
doing
whatever.
something to make people think you are a guru, or are people legitimately thinking you're a guru?
You just have to be a certain age and treat them like shit. And then you name drop a few people.
Right. People you've worked with?
It's important that you don't have any success in your life so that they can kind of see that you chose to teach because you're that smart.
Right, and you are, of course, choosing that destitute life because you like art.
Exactly. And then you, and the people I work with, we're misfits, man.
Right.
We don't play by the rules that people set up for the
What
theater
rules,
scene in
right?
town.
What
rules?
rules?
That's right. You give me
Right.
a rule, that's just another thing for me to break, and that's the theme of all my classes.
If you give me a rule, it's almost like I can't focus on what my original task was. I have to break it.
Absolutely.
It's more important that I'm a rebel than I actually have an idea of my own.
Yeah.
This is interesting.
I'll be honest though, rule breaking is a big issue in my classroom these days.
Oh,
What's the
okay.
rule?
What rule are people breaking in your bathroom?
Don't flush paper towels down your desk seat.
Oh, right.
Like that's
Feminine
the biggest,
hygiene products?
Yes, your desk seats are for copying and writing paper only, not for.
And how many students do you teach at a time?
one at a time?
And what are they like when you teach them? What are
Usually-
they?
They're really,
What do they look
they
like?
concentrate really hard. They're like, oh, I'm trying.
And their pants are on?
Depends. Usually at least halfway down, but that I
Some
say.
of them are wearing depends.
Halfway down.
I say however you need to be to learn.
Yeah,
This
some
is
people are
worse than I
visual, some
thought.
people are
Some people are-
kinesthetic,
yes.
some people are pants down.
Exactly.
This is worse than I
No.
thought.
Anyway, sorry for distracting.
Howard and
sorry.
Stu's body.
Sorry for distracting. Sorry, Todd. Sorry.
Well, I think we've all.
Well, it seems like three of us have real goals here, and one of us, unfortunately, is stuck in a stall thinking he's teaching.
Yeah, your life is literally stalled out.
You're stalling.
I'm not. I'm happy.
Well, that's what's important.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, whether or not it's real or good for other people, if you're enjoying yourself, that's what's important.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Are you enjoying your? Obviously, you are enjoying your situation right now, Todd.
Yeah, you have is Vampires currently on Santa Monica Broadway, or is that
Vampires
currently
was the
playing?
last show we did. We're actually
Okay.
doing 5 shows in repertory right now. So it's all the same actors. They're doing 5 different shows, different show every night.
Wow.
And do they have to pay to be in each show?
That's right. They pay some dues just to feed me and clothe me and pay my rent and stuff. And the beautiful thing about this is not only do they pay me, but if I can't afford the theater or anything like that, I just start a Kickstarter. and they are all so passionate about it, they'll pay into that. And then if I need to fix stuff up, I use their labor.
That's great. That's great.
That's a very smart business model.
Do you do like the
really
thing
efficient?
where like if they donate money to like to fix a bathroom, you make it like the like Sam Morgan Memorial Bathroom?
No,
or
all
whatever.
the bathrooms are named after me. Everything in there is named after me.
Right.
You can see, my face is on.
Well,
the men's
leadership
room
is
and the
important.
women's room are both my face, but the women's room is a wig on it.
Well, because you're an actor.
But we're doing 5 shows in rep. I wrote them all.
So quickly. So how long have you been working on these shows?
I've been
Todd?
inspired. Well, one of them's been a lifelong project.
Is Conversations with the Devil playing?
Conversations with the Devil, I lost the rights to when it went
that's
up
right.
in
That's right.
off-Broadway, New Jersey as an infomercial.
For the hair
I
wiping.
forgot about that.
For the hair wiping.
For the hair wiping, you lost that. You lost it, and it was just an infomercial that had nothing to do with
I lost the
conversation.
rights to it, yeah.
Jesus.
And now that's a 10-part miniseries on Netflix.
Yeah,
Right.
it's huge. It's huge. It's doing very well for them. So no, it's nothing that successful, but we're doing one play that's just called Immersive Theater.
That's just the title.
Yeah. And so it's people come in and the actors are interacting with the audience. And
Fun!
Yeah.
So
It's
is the goal for a lot of these plays to make the audience feel as uncomfortable as possible?
it's to challenge their notion of comfort.
Right.
And what we as a society enjoy and what we take for granted. So, for example, when you see a play, you don't want them to break the fourth wall, right? And so my show, Breaking the Fourth Wall, is all challenging that kind of comfort. And it's
So you
like,
have immersive theater, breaking the fourth wall.
yeah.
You have
Vampires.
These sound
vampires.
very inspired.
I heard. I'm really excited to see this one next week. Audience is the actors. Actors is
the audience?
That's right. And it's
What's
not,
that about?
Well, it's not what it sounds like. In this show, the audience is the actors and the actors is the audience. And
Right.
so-
Well, that sounds exactly like what
it.
the title is. Exactly.
So
what the
how does
title
that manifest itself?
Well, you pay for your tickets and you come in, and right as you walk in, you're on stage.
is. Oh wow.
And all the actors
Love
are sitting in the chairs. And you're given scripts right then. And the scripts are, you're saying stuff you wouldn't want to say for sure.
Again, notion challenging your
It's
comfort.
challenging your comfort
Right.
zone. So we find you in line and we interview you a little and we find out what you're uncomfortable with. And then we make you do it on stage. So you're a vegetarian, you're going to be eating a steak on there.
Fascinating. That's fascinating.
that seems mean to me, if I'm being honest.
Oh, well, I don't know.
God,
you
this
know,
is
art
LA
is
theater.
mean. It's Brechtian. Art is
What
mean.
if
It's
somebody
Brechtian.
has issues with their father?
Well, your dad's
Yeah.
there. If you got issues with your
Really?
dad, your dad's there. If we can't find your dad, he's dead, whatever, we dig him up, we bring him. So when you buy your tickets in advance, you have to fill out a thing online, and it asks some pretty personal questions.
Where your dad's buried,
Where your
etc.
How heavy he was.
And we had a
So-
great performance last night where I'm puppeting this guy's dad's body.
Somebody's eating a steak and throwing up, maybe.
So this woman is scarfing a steak.
So she's been starved for meat. She's loving it. She's like she's falling off the wagon of
No, that's just what
vegetarianism.
it says in the script. Like really scarf it.
And if she's not really scarfing it, I say,
You're doing a hurry up.
Todd's
and
waving
eat.
his hand more, more.
We got it from the sound.
So you're puppeting like a skeleton with some flesh still on
And
it.
you're sort of live directing. You're out there in the middle of the show telling everybody more or less.
That's right. It's
sort
like-
of like a conductor.
it's like you're at the Groundlings.
Great theater. Great
Right,
theater.
you're
Come
wearing
on.
like a
That's a great
backwards
theater.
Kangol
I'm
hat.
wearing a backwards Kangol, and I'm quietly yelling at these people to do things that I think will be funny. And so,
So it's a comedy. It's intended to be funny.
well,
Life
It
is
isn't,
Life
but
is
it
funny.
usually
Life is
is.
it
very
isn't, but comedy is drama plus time, and drama is comedy minus space.
Drama is comedy minus space.
That's right.
So this theater is really small.
Oh yeah, baby.
How big is this theater? Please don't say 8 foot by 3 foot.
I think it's 3 by 8, and that's feet. And yeah, so it's in a bathroom stall, and it is to get to it. You have to go through another show that's playing concurrently.
Okay,
You have to get through
so this is
the
a show within a show.
Oh.
It's a show within a show.
Now, I actually do find that interesting. I think that's very interesting that you're staging a show in the bathroom while another show's going on outside.
And does the house, the main show, do they know the show's going on in the bathroom, or is this sort of like a pirate theater type of thing?
No, it's going on during a show at the Center Theater Group.
Wow.
That I am not involved with.
Oh, fascinating.
It's a touring. It's a
Guerrilla.
Yeah, it's very guerrilla.
So everyone who goes to that show also has purchased a ticket to the show at the Center Theater Groups.
Yes, I've made them pay for another ticket to a different show. So they're paying
Layers.
upwards of $180 there. But they get to see some of A Curious Incident of a Dog in the Nighttime, and all of the audience is the actors and actresses the audience.
Wow. Well,
You guys should come check it out. I'm really proud
I'll
of it.
probably pass. It
LA, doesn't it
Are
feel
we-
just full of opportunity out
It
here?
truly does.
Feels like there's so much at our fucking
Yes.
feet.
We got to get to the beach.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I swear I live so close to the beach. I'm going to be there every day. I'm going to be there every day.
That's what I said right when I moved, and I know it's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's going to be true. for
They
sure.
they told me I could use a classroom by the beach if I wanted to at any point.
They let you know that? Have you taken them up on it yet?
I went to check them out. The classrooms over there are really nice.
Listen, Howard and Stu's body. I know you are a spirit living in another body, and you're like maybe confused. You're
Yeah,
just
must be
dealing
hard.
with a big chunk of a genital wart taken out of your penis. Like, it's all a lot for you. But we really need to work on. I think you can be a real teacher on Riverdale.
Yeah, I do too. I
and
am.
not just scream at people taking shits
So
in stalls.
You guys really truly do believe that I'm not set teaching on Riverdale. I am a bathroom attendant at a restaurant.
Well, I can talk to Chris, my agent, and see if he.
Let me do some
Has
digging
any
first.
info on that?
Yeah, I can see if he has any info.
Let me do
He
some
says he
digging
goes
first.
to sets
No,
all the
I'll do
time.
some
Chris,
digging.
that name surprised me because the way you described him, I was certain he was European.
Well, no, he has a thick accent, but he says his name's Chris.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he give you
And
a last name?
no.
No, okay.
Yeah, he said, I'll tell you when we're closer.
All right.
So I just got to earn his trust. He'll tell me his last name and where he's from.
Yeah.
Well,
They don't
here's-
want someone who's like really effusive. That's like.
But
too
he
much
says he
too
goes
fast.
to sets all the time. I can't see his apartment. He lives in a big house in the hills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, here I'm going to do some digging on my own because you guys have definitely planted a seed of doubt in my head now.
And I'll do some digging too. I'll put my ear to the ground, see what I can hear in the mailroom. A lot of info flying through the bottom floor.
yeah. Yes.
I mean, I think you can, from that mailroom, as you work your way up, you can help all of us in different ways.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping. I really want to be a facilitator. You know,
And if you can honestly, I think it's maybe early enough to contact someone there and get the rights to Cinnabon back.
okay,
Like that would have been
you mean cinnamon roll?
yes, cinnamon
Oh,
roll.
they changed the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
they did.
Get the worst diarrhea of your life right now, right here at the mall. Eat the most sugar you've ever eaten in your entire life, right here at the mall. Was its catchphrase, right?
Yes. Yeah.
right here at the
Cinnamon
mall.
Well, that's
twice
what
in
everybody
the
was
kitchen.
saying. That's what everyone was saying when they left.
Right.
And that was not sarcastic. That was very honest.
Yeah, that was. I think those people were really trying to drum up business for me,
Yeah.
get ads for me.
Yeah.
I really liked.
No one system is used to this much fat and sugar right at the mall.
Another glowing review.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you guys this. We're such good friends with each other. We're living together. We're living on OJ's back house and Cato's back house. You guys trying to, you think we'll meet a lot of new friends in LA? I feel like very lonely.
Yeah,
out
I mean,
here
we
a
got to
little
find
bit.
our tribe.
gotta
I
find our
think
tribe.
I think finding your tribe is very important. to living in this town. It can be a very lonely town. I think we need to get out
This
there.
town can be so lonely.
Yeah.
And we're just four like-minded individuals
Yeah.
who are looking to meet other like-minded individuals.
And here's the
get
thing.
social.
I don't want this town to change me. I don't want
No.
to stop being your guys' friends.
No.
But I do want to branch out. I want to reach new horizons. I want to see what else is out there while maintaining the strong core of my best friendships,
I
which is with
think
you
if
guys.
we start going to fancy hotel bars, clubs on Hollywood Boulevard, parties like parties that are for like True TV.
Yes. Yeah, we got to find the hangers on out here.
Yeah.
And Cato knows all the best parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the
yeah.
best bars.
He's supposed to take us somewhere tonight that we're very excited about. We're hoping to make a lot of new friends there, and maybe we're all about networking because you don't really have to have a skill in this town. You just have to know people.
It's a relationship business.
Yeah.
That's what
And
they
luckily
say.
for us, we've got skills and we're people.
Oh,
We've
absolutely.
got skills up the wazoo.
Yeah, and we're also very personable, kind people who make friends easily. So I think,
right.
Yeah.
honestly, I think if any group of four guys had a better chance of making it in Hollywood,
Yeah,
it's us
I'm
four.
going to hit this audition later at 10:45 p.m. and then I'm going to go straight to the party and meet you guys there.
And now you also there. It does say that dinner will be provided at your
Yes.
audition.
And there's a photo shoot. There's a quick photo shoot and then dinner and then the audition.
Well, if you need a ride, I got the rickshaw going again.
You do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to
I
catch you
would
guys
love to
late
take
at the
the one-
party. They're keeping us late tonight. I'm actually working 12 to 12.
Wow.
Midnight to midnight. So I'm
Hey,
gonna
Hawks,
see if I
24
can get
hours.
out.
They're
Yeah.
keeping you. They're starting you and keeping you late.
Hey, it's these long Hollywood hours. You know,
That is a
sometimes you
lot
got to
of
work
mail.
24
Well,
hours
you'll
a day
have
if
to
you
leave
wanna
the
get
party
ahead.
a little early. I should
Yeah.
get there soon after my audition at 10:45 p.m.
Okay.
You'll be leaving at midnight.
Yeah.
And we got to meet some good people. I want anyone that says they know the Kardashians. I want anyone who
We
is
just need
a
to find
manager.
the loud people at the parties.
Yes.
We just need to find the people
Yeah.
who are broadcasting that they are someone.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to get there a little late too tonight. Tonight's Wednesday, which means we're doing a production of a very long play, and so it does live up to its name. So I'll probably be there around 2 a.m.
Okay.
And I'll be there the whole time because I'm actually teaching at the party. So
You're teaching.
Is there going to be kids at the
Teaching
party?
at the party.
yeah, I'm teaching at the party, so I'll be there the whole time.
What do you wear while you're teaching?
Well, this party is interesting. It's got I've got a uniform as a teacher. I've got to wear a tux with tails.
With tails?
Yeah.
I've never seen that as a teacher or a bathroom attendant.
Well, this party is really good. They want their teachers to look really good. And
Who did you talk to? Who talked to you? Who are the other teachers? What was the
'cause you talked
pre-shift
to a-
meeting?
I
like?
talked
You talked to a grip for this first job in the bathroom.
I talked to the head of facilities.
Okay.
Head of facilities. That sounds like a real job. Well,
I don't know,
shit.
guys. I'm excited.
Howard
I'm
and
getting
Stu's
paid well.
body. I mean, I'm excited to see where you end up.
I think we all have a start, you know,
Yes.
and sometimes that's all you need in this land of dreams.
Yeah.
Wow.
A start.
Exactly.
Shit! I'm a fraud! I'm a fucking fraud!
Bill.
I'm such a fraud!
Bill just stepped into the hallway.
There's no way. Oh! I can't handle this pressure!
We can hear everything you're saying.
It's too much pressure in this town!
He thinks he shut the door all the way, but he left it wide open.
Ooh!
Bill.
My hair!
Bill.
I'm pulling my hair out!
Bill.
He's pulling out his grass.
What's up, guys? Just had to poot. Just had a little late.
We heard you out
gas.
there, buddy.
Huh?
We heard you out there.
Out where?
Out in the hallway.
You heard me pooting? Oh, that's embarrassing.
You got a bunch of grass in your hair, Bill.
Yeah.
Shit! They heard me!
He hasn't even left the room all the way yet.
They heard me!
He's sitting in his chair that he's recording
They
on.
heard
Just
me!
And he's covering his mouth
They
to
heard
try.
me! They heard me!
Bill.
did that sound a little bit like an ostrich, Bill?
That's a
Bill's having an episode.
Guys, this is our first day in Hollywood, and this is already happening. Jesus Christ! Anyway,
Get it out, Bill. Just let it out.
well, look, guys, it
I know
sounds
what's
like we've got a
happening.
lot
His
to
true
do.
self is coming out. He's been shoving it down for so long, and now it's coming out when he gets stressed out.
Well, look, we got a lot to deal with this week, and we've got a lot settling in here.
Focus on the audition.
Yeah.
Focus on the audition.
So I think it's time for us to hit the dusty trail of Hollywood here and see you all next time. But until then, stay flippity.
Class is out and the coffee's on. I got a couple things on my chest to get off. Cut me some slack and pour me a cup of that joy. Welcome to the teacher's lounge. Let's wrap it up and hit the road.